Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Goines and welcome to the stream. Today is going to be another dynamic service. Cannot wait to hear what God's going to say through your whole entire life. Hey guys, every week is something dynamic to happen. You cannot be here in person, but you're streaming. So welcome, I'm out. Guys, turn your Bibles to John chapter 3. John chapter 3, the 16th verse. When you find it, say word up. John chapter 3, the 16th verse, V-U-S-S, the 16th verse. Oh, can I recruit about 200 to pray this morning? I need about 200 of y'all praying this morning. Okay, just 3 on the front row. Okay, I need about, that's bad. Okay, can I get some of y'all back there to pray too? I'm for real, man. I'm like sit to pray the whole time. All right, that's only like 23 people. I need 200 people praying. 200? All right, 80 people. They got to get 80 to pray. 65. Where you at? With a strong. All right, 50 of them good. Can I get 50? Okay, awesome. Okay, it's 58 people. That'll work. John chapter 3, the 16th verse. If you got it, say word up. If you do not have that, guys, look on with your neighbor because I want you to follow this text. It's a familiar text. I want you to read it. If your neighbor doesn't have a Bible, you can move. You don't have to stand next to them because they don't got their Bible. If you stand next to somebody that did not bring their Bible this morning, look at them with your holiest of look and walk away and get to next to someone who has a Bible. Because we don't know what they were thinking. They came to church without a Bible, so we cannot be standing next to them. Okay? John chapter 3, the 16th verse. If you're ready, say, bring it. Whew, God. Text reads like this. For God so loved, say loved, the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. If you pray with me this morning, guys, I want to deal with as a topic, who loves you? You ever sit down? Who loves you? This is seemingly a simple question, but it's quite profound when we take a closer look at the word love. I believe that everyone desires to love and to be loved. If you're a human, if you are a person, there's some inside of you that you desire to love and to be loved. If you do not have a desire to love and to be loved, it's because you've been damaged. But if a healthy person, you desire to be loved and you desire to love somebody. And so the question is, when someone says, I love you to you, what do they really mean? Or when you say, I love you to someone, what do you really mean? So this morning, I want to borrow from the ancient Greeks and how when they use this 4-letter word love and extrapolate the different nuances of the word love, because love is not always the same when people say it. Sometimes people really do love you according to their definition of the term. And so what I want to do is I want to deal with 5 aspects of the word love. Take good notes this morning, and I'm warning you that this may shake up your theological equilibrium about the word love, because you might be in love, but not in the type of love you thought you were in. Let's start with the word eros. Eros is the Greek word for love. It's also for passion, and this is the word that's explicitly assigned to sexual intimacy, like a sexual desire. This is physical love. This like, I love you, I lust you. The Greeks define this word eros. They actually said that this word eros, it involves, you ready? A loss of self-control. When you lust somebody, you're in danger of losing control when it comes to that person. They said that love is that the lust, eros, is a fiery, dangerous, irrational form of love that can take hold and possess you. That means this type of love makes no sense. This type of love is not faithful. This type of love can be extended towards anything. You don't have to know it to eros it. You could have just met it in eros. Who am I talking to? It says this type of love can possess you. People, hear me. It means that eros love, watch this, can make you addicted to it. It can consume you. Be careful if you're ever eros by someone. If you're young enough, you'll know that it's a term called whipped. WHIPPED. When you whip, oh God. I'm talking about daytime flashlight trying to find them when you. And it is a real, hear me people, it's a real term. Now, with that being said, eros is not evil. It's not an evil thing. God gave us eros. It's not an evil thing. Matter of fact, when God introduced Adam to Eve and Eve to Adam, he introduced them on eros basis. They both knew God, but they didn't meet at Bible study. Eve was not conservatively dressed, and she did not wake Adam up singing a Tasha Cobbs song. She caught, watch this now, she caught Adam's eye before capturing Adam's heart. Remember, Adam woke up and saw Eve. This was pre-fig leaf. Can I say something to our married Eves right quick? Married Eves, it would do you good to know what your husband likes to look at. I get it. I know your back kind of bad and you can't really wear 6-inch stilettos. I get it. But you ought to be able to get some 2-inch somethings that'll help you walk a little better from the bathroom to the bedroom. You ought to have. You don't have to wear them long, but wear them long enough. I'm trying to help you out because you need to. So God introduced Adam to Eve. And all her, okay. Adam woke up. Okay. And Adam, when Eve met Adam, he didn't have on a 3-piece suit. Adam had just woke up. No fig leaves. I didn't see anywhere in the text where Eve complained. I wonder how did Eve know Adam was pleased with what he saw? Eros is not a bad. Think of Eros. I've explained before. Think of Eros as fire in the fireplace. It can be a very warming, a very enjoyable thing. Think of Eros. It can be a very enjoyable thing. Flames are necessary. There's a good thing in the fireplace. But if the good thing, the flames, get outside of the fireplace, it can ruin the whole house. It can ruin everything if the flame is set ablaze outside of the assigned area. And so check that box that the eros, it can be an evil thing, but it's not designed to be. The fireplace analogy. So let's eros, say eros. There's a second type of love I want to talk about, and it is called philia or philos, philia. Philia has to do with a deep friendship. This word philia is concerned with a deep friendship and camaraderie that is fostered on the battlefield. You're my philia, you're my friend when you stood with me when things came against me. You had my back in the trenches. You just don't be my friend. This word philia is not just we're casual friends. Philia means I love you because you've been there for me. You've been a friend that's stuck closer than a brother to me. And this is very important because we're in a society right now where people count their friends by their followers. You can have 1 million friends, 1 million followers, and no friends. You do know everybody follow you ain't your friend. You do know that, right? You do know just because the people like your posts don't mean that that's your friend. We have reduced love, philia love, to an emoji. Someone put a heart, that's my friend. Heart eyes, that's what are you talking? That's not love, that's the emoji. And so this philia love is reserved for a friend. Yesterday, I discovered the wealth that comes when you share a relationship, when you have philia with another person. Yesterday, I watched as Deacon Mike Jones set his sail to go to the other side. And on the shores was myself, family, and friends bidding him an adieu. I didn't know he was so wealthy to have that many people that loved him, to see him go on to be with the Lord yesterday. And we all just stood in awe and in love with this man. This philia that we have for Deacon Mike Jones. He set the standard. He set the bar of you know what? Don't define me by my bank account. Define me by the friends on the shore when I'm going to the other side. You see, also akin to this word philia is a word called storge. See, storge is the word love that's reserved for family. What a parent has towards a child. God, oh daddy. You see, storge says that not only are we friends, but you know what? You like my bro. I have a love for you. You're like my sis. See, that's what, when you get into storge, that's what makes it so hard to watch a parent bury a child. Because all the storge comes rushing in that moment. And so I want us to stop bastardizing who we call a friend. Because it's deeper. Matter of fact, Philos' friend, Adelphois' brother, where Philadelphia comes from, the city of brotherly love. And you should have relationships. It's just not based on followers and who you hang out with. It's a deeper word. Third, there's a word called ludus. Say ludus. Ludus, this is the word for love. It just simply has to do with a playful love. You see, this type of love is when children love to play together. They love their friends. They love recess. They love to have fun with their friends. This love, ludus, is also a sign, oh God, Jesus, to casual lovers. We love to love. Lil Wayne said, I had a lot of, listen. This, y'all missed that? I had a lot of crooks trying to steal your heart. Never had luck. Never figured out how to love. Hey. Listen. This word luda. See, this type love means I love what we do together. It has nothing to do with you as a person. I love the feeling of what we do together. It's the same word that's used. Anybody here ever used? I know you don't go out to the club now, but can you think back in your club days a long, long time ago when you used to like to dance? Okay, so remember when you go to certain parties, certain clubs, certain outings, and there was somebody there that you enjoyed dancing with? I mean, you didn't go home with them. You didn't want to know their name, but it was fun to dance with. Okay, any steppers from Chicago? You like to step? Okay, so you know there's certain people that you love to dance with. It ain't nothing personal. It ain't nothing intimate. You just love the experience. And you love it, but it ain't personal. I need to share with you, some people are in luda with you, not in love with you. And you know it's luda because when it stopped being fun, they stopped coming around. This is too much, man. This too much. 9 o'clock, love that part. See, luda, here it is. Luda is the word used when you run into an individual, you ready? Who loves to flirt. Luda is, God, they love the attention they get from flirting. They enjoy flirting. It's luda. Okay? It's the feeling that you get when you post a selfie and people start complimenting you on it. That's luda. And stop lying to people. See, some of y'all post stuff, say, you know what, I'm just posting. I just want to encourage people, to work out. So I ain't trying to catch them. I'm just trying to encourage people. No, joker, you flirting. You're being enamored by the DM you get on your post. You post on your story because you want to see who look at it. Anybody humble enough to say that you looked for your story to see who looked at your post and who didn't say nothing? You don't gotta say, man, just blink your eye. I told you, blink your eyes, okay. And so I guess what I'm saying is that is a type of love. And if you have that type of love, classify it correctly. If you say I'm in luda, what you're saying is that I am in love. I enjoy our time together doing whatever we do that's fun. But that's temporary. That's not a consistent love. It only the same person who you enjoy dancing with is not the same person you may enjoy coming to church with. That makes sense what I'm saying? Let's get deeper. Because there's another word. And when I tell you about philatia on its surface may sound self-absorbing, but philatia simply means it's a love of self. It's self-love. Now, people hear me. Philatia is necessary. If you don't love nobody, you ought to love yourself. Because when you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody, and you ain't going to let nobody love you without interrogating them. And when people say love you, you're going to question because you're trying to figure out, why do you love me now? Why, how, when, what, where? You know what? And the reason you're asking all of these W words is because you want them to convince you of what you have not convinced yourself of yet. When you want to explain why they love you and why they're here and why and what makes you're trying to get convinced of what you've not convinced yourself of yet. When you love yourself, you expect people to love you. You don't love me. You must don't know me. Let me tell you about the only way you don't love me is you don't really know me. To know me is to love me. To know me is to be a fan of me. I've been saying this for several months now, that the antithesis of self-love is insecurity. Anything that's trying to make you insecure It's anti-God. Now, I'm not saying we take this to being narcissism, being narcissistic or arrogant, but be a fan of yourself. Why not love you? You know you better than anybody else. Why not love you? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. You should love yourself so much that you should enjoy spending time with you. You should look forward. I'll be glad when y'all leave so I can be with me and my own thoughts. When y'all leave, I just need some me time. When you love me, you like spending time with me. I love Ronnie Goines. Sometimes I don't be around nobody but me. Here's the deal. If I don't like spending time with me, how can Nikki like spending time with me? If you like single person, don't hook up with nobody until you fall in love with you. Because listen, let me tell you why. Because if you don't love you, you're going to inadvertently do stuff to hurt you. If you don't love you, you would date beneath you. When you love you, you say, you know what, I would hang out, but you ain't worth all this right here. So I got some stuff going. I would, but I just got a lot going on, I got a lot going on. Up your game and maybe, but me and God got this thing going on that I got to go home. But you got to love you, y'all. Are you here? Are you what I'm saying? Self-love is good. Look in the mirror and love who looks back at you. If there's anything about you that you don't like, guess who can fix it? You. But you gotta love you. You gotta really love you. And watch this. In loving you, you're simply loving the God that made you. We are called poema. We are God's workmanship. When you look in the mirror, you're seeing what God made. Every mole, every short hair, long hair, kink hair, tall, fat, short, light, dark. Whatever you are, that's how God. Philatia. Loving yourself. It's important. But then we get to this love. This agape love. This agapao love. This unconditional love. This above season love. Doesn't matter. It's always constant, this love, this all-encompassing love. Here it is, class. You ready? Out of all the 5 loves, this love is different. There's one thing that separates agapao love, one thing that separates agape love from all the other 4. And it is this, Diane Gibson. This love requires no emotion. Eros, philia, philatia, what's the other one? Ludus, all require an emotion, but not agape. Agape is independent of how you feel. When God said in John 3:16 that God so loved the world, it wasn't because he was pleased with it. It wasn't because the love made God feel good. The fact of the matter is that the love had messed up and displeased God, but he still loved. The Bible said that while we were yet sinners, displeasing God, God committed his love towards us. Agape love is independent of emotions. Thank God for that. Because if God's love was dependent on how he feels based on what I did, I'm in trouble. My salvation would be in jeopardy if my salvation hinged on how good I made God feel. And I know I said some stuff. I know I did some stuff. I know I talked about some stuff. I touched some stuff. I went some places that did not please God, but he kept on. This love, this agape love, it hits a little different, and it makes you realize that if it's not based on performance, then maybe my bad performance didn't change how he felt about me. We tend to think God loves like we love. And you know that if you did to you, if somebody did to you, if someone treated you how you treated God, you wouldn't love him like God kept loving you. If somebody lied to you as much as you lie to God, oh, if someone didn't appreciate you as much as you didn't appreciate God sometimes, you wouldn't still love them. And so it's hard to wrap our minds around God because we're so dependent on emotions. Listen, there's a certain type of love. It's a godly love that people give, that God will place in somebody to have towards you. And it comes straight from the throne room of God. It's a gift to find someone who will love you unconditionally. It's a gift to find someone who's going to love you no matter what you do. And who am I? It can be frustrating, though. It could irritate you that how can you keep doing me like this as much as I love you? It could hurt to love what it could be painful. Let me share some with you. This is free. Next time someone looks you in your eyeball sockets and say, I love you, look at them back in their eyeball sockets and say, show me. Show me how much you love me. Listen, don't say that you love me, but your actions toward me hurt me. Love don't hurt intentionally. Here it is, people. Here it is. You got to hear this now. You see, if you're going to love like Jesus loved, it's a sacrificial love. It's a love that may call for inconveniencing. Oh, God. So the moment you see that something you do harms me, because you love me, because it's a verb, you started removing whatever it is that damaged the person that you love. You start to put them in front of you. Anybody raise any kids? Oh, you don't know when to tell your roll up. Hey, yeah, anybody raising some kids that you love them, even when they don't do. You're standing in front of a truck for them, even though you don't like how they're acting, but I died for you because I love you. I love you too much. And because God gives you this love towards your child, and they don't even get it right now. They don't understand it, but you know, no matter what that baby ever does, it's still yours. It might not be the best in everything, but it's yours. And so you are always extending love towards what you. God, I'll be saying. God, help me finish this. This. Okay. So, Dr. Godwin, love is an action. So you say, I love you to somebody, know what you mean. No, if you say I love you, clarify that. If your love is, I love doing stuff with you, Luda. I love doing stuff with you, eros. I love hanging out with you. I love the fact you're my friend, Philia. Pause. Philia knows no gender. You see, you can be my friend and I love you, almost with a story of familial love. And it has nothing to do with eros. You can be free. And oftentimes we think if I feel this strongly about someone, I must have a bit of eros involved. That's how a lot of gay stuff gets started. Because I'm connected to you and I don't know how to frame it. I mean, I've never been this close to no one that I didn't sleep with or did not want some. So this must be eros. But it's just philia. It's philia. Yes, you love them. You are in love with them. But it's philia love. And you're mispackaging it as eros love. That's too much, ain't it? That's too much. By the way, and ludus can infer, luda love, like enjoying to do it, it can occur anywhere. This is the Soto Volleyball Club. Y'all should enjoy playing volleyball with each other. Luda, these are your teammates. It don't mean that you're eros with each other. We love playing a sport together. Y'all may even be friends off the volleyball court, but on the court, y'all family. So stop mislabeling your little emotions. Call it the right thing and be honest about it. Amen. And stop lying to folks about you. I love you. No, tell them what kind of love it is. Okay, I gotta hurry up, y'all. I gotta hurry up. So here's what I want to do. Since this is agapao, since agape love, since this is a action word, I want you to know how to spot it. I want you to know how to spot this agape, this agape, agapao love, right? And so God was very intentional to let us know what love is and what love ain't. You want to find out? Now I'm warning you now. I'm gonna read this, and you may discover who you thought loved you don't. Got a song by it. Want to hear it? 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not back up. When it does not envy, that means that somebody loves you, they don't hate on you when you start to get above them. That means they're happy for you when you get promoted, not wondering what you did to get promoted. That was free. It is not boast. It is not proud. It is not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. Here it goes. It keeps no record of wrongs. It keeps no record of wrongs. If I love you, I'm not keeping a ledger of everything you did to piss me off. If I love you, I'm always erasing stuff, not ledgering stuff. If I love you, I'm always erasing stuff. How can you love what you're always keeping evidence of why you mad at? Say it slow, Ronnie Wayne Goines. Let me say it slow. How can you love what you're keeping records of why you mad at this thing? Some of y'all got text messages from 1985. 85. Mental text messages. Why you keeping messages of what made you mad? Just in case they forget? You know how dumb you are? Like they gonna forget what? No, I just need receipts. I just need some. I told you, blink your eyes, DeSoto Eagles. DeSoto Eagles, just blink your eyes. Just blink your eyes. I can look at some of y'all phone right now, some text there from pre-COVID. See, girl, right here, girl. Where was I? Here it goes. Keeps no record of wrongs. That ain't love. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. And here it is, y'all. Here is my hoop. Because this last one is the linchpin. Zachary Lee, this is how you can know, sir, if it's real love. The Bible says love never fails. That means if it ever loved you and stopped loving you, it never loved you. Y'all need to listen. Y'all listen. I wish you stop being mad that people start showing you that they never loved you to begin with. You mad and stop going to church. You ain't eating. You're sick. You off social media all because somebody showed you that they never really loved you. If it loved you, it never loved you. If it gave up, it's the type of love. Ooh, who am I talking to in here? It's the type of love that won't let you leave when you want to leave. Now, hear me well. I'm not talking about being in bondage. Because sometimes, if it's not healthy, you leave it despite your love for it. Hear me very well. Sometimes, love will make you leave too. Because if I stay here, you're going to think I'm permitting this. Then you go back to your Philatia. Because I love me, I'm recognizing that loving you hurts me. Jesus died for you, not me. Jesus died. Shit, not me. This, for any woman, let me tell you something. If that man puts his hands on you, that ain't love. Stop, listen. Stop trying to show how strong you are, how strong your love is. That just won't kill you. It happens all the time. I sit with a district attorney, and she tells me how real domestic violence is. It doesn't start with what killed. It starts with a cuss out, a grab, and a choke, a push, a shove. If it cannot control itself, let that thing grow up to come. Why? Because I love me. I'm not going to let you hit you upside my head. Negro, you lost your mind. I wish I almost cussed her. Listen. You got to know what is love and what ain't love. That ain't love. And if it comes back to apologize, it got a problem. I ain't even touched on it. I didn't even tell you about epithemia. Epithemia is another type of passion that can be, it can look like love or it can look like hate. That's how the same person who claims to love you can act like they hate you. I love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. It's not love. In the name of Jesus, not love. Find you some help. This love. And the enemy will make you think that you're incapable of this type of love, but you're not. Because the reason I know you're not, because the Bible commanded you to love in this way. Yes, it did. It says in Mark 12:29, Jesus answered, the most important is, hear, O Israel, I got to hurry. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. But he doesn't stop there, see, because it's easy to love a perfect God. He never did nothing wrong by you. He did stuff you didn't understand. But you don't understand that what he did is going to work together for your good. So it's easy to give God a pass, but watch what it says. It says, the second is this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There's no commandment greater than these. God is saying we got to love each other, not just with emotion, but love with our action. Love, I love you. How do you know? Look what I'm doing. Because don't restrict my love to your emotions. And I can't withhold my love because how I feel. Loving people, love people. That's who you are. For you to be bitter will go against how God made you. That's why you're going to hold grudges. It's hard for you to hold a grudge because there's so much love. I gotta hurry. So this is my connection to next week. Next week we're gonna get back to Adam and Eve. We'll get back to that, and so we're gonna pick up with Adam and Eve. They're gonna be married. They're gonna be together. I'm gonna talk about a mistake that they made that messed up everything. Why do you think God came looking for them after they messed up? Why didn't God stop loving them when they blatantly did what dishonored and disobeyed him? Why would God come seeking relationship to continue loving what dishonored him intentionally? Let me tell you why. We'll talk about this next week, but I got to give you this before you leave. This is setting up next week. The reason why God did not stop loving Adam and Eve when they messed up, the reason why he went looking for them even after they messed up, the reason why he didn't stop loving them is because he really did love them. See, because he loved them initially with an agape, unconditional love. Then when they did something that displeased him, it did not break the tie of love. Had God stopped loving them when they did something that displeased him, it would have been contrary to who he is, which is love. Because he loved them, he couldn't stop loving them. Because he loves you, he did not stop loving you based on your last mistake. I'm trying to help you out, God. It was not based on a feeling. Even your feelings, when you felt separated, God was still connected. You need to know he's never stopped loving you. His love never gave up. It never ran out. It never did. It never will. You need to understand it before you leave this building that he loves me to death and back to life again. That's how much he loves you to death and back to life again. He loves you to death. Calvary. Back to life again, the empty tomb. He loved you to death. Gave his life for you. Shed his blood for you. Back to life when he rose on the third day. He loved you from death to life. His love never fails. How much does he love you? From one outstretched hand to the other, he loves you. The word of God for the people of God, hear it and be saved. You stayed for the whole sermon, the whole service. Congratulations. I hope it blessed you guys. And if you were blessed, share it with a friend. And again, guys, if you were not here in person, but you like to be a part of our worship experience through giving, the options are on the screen. We love for you to partner with us. And if you've never been here live, fix that problem. Here's what we do. If you're from out of state and you're a faithful streamer here, we'd love to pay for your hotel if you ever want to come here live. We'd love to do that. Do it today. Schedule your plane ticket. We got your hotel covered to come worship here at Koinonia Christian Church live and in living color. God bless.